Hello there. I'm so delighted and honored to talk to you today. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Al-Udainy. I am a teacher at Bani Suhaila Elementary College School. Actually, I teach the third and fifth grades. But before proceeding in our talk, I'll leave you with my colleague, Sarah.
Hi there, it's Isra Abu Karim. I am a teacher at Abasan Elementary School. I teach third and fourth grades, and today Wafa and I are here to talk about our action research, which is mainly about improving students' speaking skills and self-confidence.
We are mainly here to talk about, about these strategies we have already implemented in our schools. The main focus was to promote students' self-confidence and to promote also their speaking skills and to expose students through exposing students to native speakers videos and the implicit teaching of pronunciation. The main objectives are
our action research aims at promoting students' speaking skills, raising their self-confidence, and finally teaching them pronunciation, of course, implicitly.
Actually, the idea of our research, it might not be new for people, but the strategies we use here and the way we implemented in our schools, it's worth sharing and trying, since as teachers we all encounter the same problems. So it is worth sharing with other people, so it might be of great help to them. But our strategy, it is mainly based on constant practice, support, and consideration. And when you say constant practice in our classrooms, many teachers may say this is unrealistic and impossible. It is difficult and impossible to imply. So what do you think, Isra?
For me, and according to the results we got, the result is so satisfying. It is worth trying. It is worth patience. It is worth the time we I don't want to say wasted. Actually, it was well used and well well spent. So the results we got from applying these strategies were so satisfying, and we were proud when we saw our students speak confidently, publicly, and in, let's say, in semi-real life situations.
Yeah, but the key, is how to use this strategy,
Of course.
how to
Plan,
how to apply it,
and how to apply,
yeah,
how to
in
choose
your
students.
classes. Yes,
You
that's
have to
right.
be like picky. You have to be. The choices should be carefully selected.
Yeah, this is important, and the most important thing is how to what kind of language you are going to give to your
course.
students.
Can you
the period, the
elaborate
time?
more?
Yes. I usually give my students little amount of language from day one. And they start to practice, train at home, and they come to school, they lead the class. So the main strategy is to make your students, for example, little teachers, and to give them short chunks of language, and they come and practice at the classes. After over time, when they master certain language, they become so proud of themselves and motivated, and they ask for more language. So step by step and over time, you increase the amount of language students use. And by the end of the year, you will be surprised how your students got, how much language they have. And they can use actually in their life.
Okay, what I liked most about this strategy, that the rest of the class and the students in the class, whenever they see their colleagues stand in front of them, lead the classes, initiate to explain some language points, let's say, or some lessons, they may revise what they have previously studied with their colleagues, or they may introduce some new language items. So whenever students see their colleagues in front of them speak confidently and proudly, they become motivated to try the same, or let's say to take the same chance to lead the classes for the next or the coming classes. So they themselves come to me and ask me for a chance to take the lead for one or like more than a class.
And I have noticed one more thing. Sometimes they understand things really better from their peers, since they have the same problems. What you call it, sympathy and empathy.
Empathy.
Yeah, empathy. So they.
As you know, it is. We have a sense of empathy as students. See things through their colleagues' eyes, so they know where are the challenges, where are the difficult or like the tough language points. So they can
facilitate the idea.
They can explain it in
better than the teacher.
Of course, in a way that become like easier for students to digest and understand.
All right, and the second important point I wanted to talk about, teaching is never about the syllabus and the exams and the material in the book. The teacher has to train his or her students, and this is no an easy task, I know, but the way you implement it, this is the secret. Let's call it a secret or the key. So usually we expose our students to native speakers, but how you expose them? The time is in classes, is never enough. So you need to provide your students with the material. And if you say how, we live in the in this era of technology, so
a very changing world.
Yes, you can guide your students and show them the way, and they can explore, and they can train themselves at home and come to school, with really correct pronunciation. And this is very exciting. They like to experiment things themselves, and they become proud of themselves, how they discover, how they imitate the pronunciation and stuff like that. So what do you think, Isra?
I think the best way is to invest in our students, in their not even their language, but even like their character, to build self-confidence in them.
Right.
And this was like a very satisfying result of applying these strategies. Our students become more self-confident. They get rid of their shyness, their hesitance, and their let's say fears. So they become more eager and more encouraged to stand in front of their colleagues and let's say explain lessons and talk publicly in public conversations.
All right. At the end, we would like to really thank you for giving us such opportunity, especially working with my friend and colleague Isra. So it was really a great experience. And if you want to add anything.
I think our idea is worth sharing and worth trying. Thank you for the time you have taken to watch our video, and hope this idea will be liked by you.
Great help to many teachers. Thank you so much.
Okay.